Hey everybody, happy Sentinels Tuesday. Today we are looking at a hero named Kali who showed up a couple weeks ago with a fully arted deck. That was pretty awesome. Let me take and read her bio here. She was created by the excellently named Pazuzu Maki, who writes, strange things first came into Shrudi's life when she reached a late puberty growth spurt. She got very tall, gained muscle mass easily, and scabs from injuries began growing over as thick plates. It was then that her parents were forced to confess to prenatal experiments they had undergone for money. The organization that they had dealt with would soon come to collect on their investment. The girl was willingly turned over to MIA, a secret agency that investigates and neutralizes dangerous phenomena. Working for this group under the codename Kali, she quickly learned that her body would uncontrollably and permanently adapt to resist harm. And as her body mutated, she became more self-conscious and envious of a normal life. Her greatest hope became for the agency's scientists to help her find a way to control the mutations before she becomes completely monstrous. So I've played with her once already. She's pretty fun. She's kind of a big skyscrapery bruiser. Now on the letters page this week, we're going to be fighting Iron Legacy, and I was surprised looking at my document to find that I had already fought him once on this stream. Turns out that was from the How to Play Sentinels video that I did way before I started doing these. But I figure that's a good enough reason to play a Delphaphage's variant, which is Justice for All. He's immune to environmental damage. He starts with 2 ongoings. He flips as soon as he drops below 20 hit points, and if he loses an ongoing and there are fewer than 2 ongoings in play, he gets a new one to replace it. He also does less damage. Furthermore, Superhuman Redirection, which he's starting with, says if there are 2 copies of this card in play, replace the number 5 with the number 3 above, so it becomes more useful if he has 2 of them out. Rounding things off, we've got Visionary, we've got Chrono Ranger because I want to win, we've got Necro because I haven't played him yet, and now I'm kind of second-guessing myself because, I was counting on the Iron Legacy that hits everything, and then I was like, oh no, let's play this one instead. Oh boy. And we're fighting in North Spar, which is probably my favorite Cauldron environment, simply because I haven't used it yet, and it's pretty easy. So Iron Legacy is going to start us off. Hopefully this won't be as ridiculously short as Iron Legacy games tend to be. Hopefully we can beat him. Flying Assault, he deals the 3 hero targets with the highest HP, 3 projectile damage each. That's everybody but Necro. And then he destroys 2 equipment cards. We don't have any. End of the villain turn, he hits the 3 highest hero targets for 2 melee damage each, which is everybody but Visionary. Off to a good start. Okay, so Mental Divergence is not going to be useful other than to get rid of cards we don't want. I might go ahead and use that anyway. Drop the Armored Fortitude. Let's see what he replaces it with. Another Superhuman Redirection. Okay, so if we hit him for 3 or more, he's going to redirect it to us. But at least he lost the damage reduction. Alright, displaced Armory for Hat, ping him for 1. And then By Any Means, and ping him for 2. I'll probably keep cycling his ongoings for now. Alright, Kali, what do you want to do? Okay, Sudden Evolution. I should probably start with that. You may destroy an ongoing or environment card. We're going to go ahead and destroy one of those Superhuman Redirects and keep the other one around. He replaces it with Demoralization. Oof, he gets +1 damage. Use your deck of trash for an ongoing card, put it into play, shuffle your deck. If you searched it, you may use an additional power this turn. So I'm going to go find an ongoing with a power on it. Oh, that looks good. Adaptive Physiology. Ongoing. Mutation. This is her main deck mechanic. Kali is immune to damage from environment cards. Well, that's good. Power. Kali deals a target 2 damage of any type you choose. Kali regains 1 hit point. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use her base power, which is Rapid Mutation. Reveal cards from the top of your deck until the mutation card is revealed. Put that card into play, shuffle the rest back into the hero deck. Massive Stature. That says whenever Kali would be dealt exactly 1 damage, prevent that damage. And the power gives her destroy a target with 2 or fewer HP. Useful. Alright, second power. Now, By Any Means, she's going to end up hitting him for 3. So I'm going to skip that second power. She won't heal 1, but she draws a card. No, I don't have to skip it because we got rid of it. So we can't hit him for 5. We can hit him for up to 4. Alright, so she'll hit him for 3 and heal 1 and draw a card as normal. Okay, Necro only has zombies and nothing to do with them. I'm just going to skip and draw 2. Yeah, okay. Everybody's got ongoing destruction. That means we can sculpt and craft Iron Legacy until he is the Iron Legacy that we deserve/want. Or should I say want/deserve. North Spar gives us a Snow Shrieker. Increased fire damage dealt to this card by 2. In the environment turn, this card deals the non-environment target with the second lowest HP X cold damage, where X is 1 plus the number of frozen cards in the environment trash. So I should probably keep track of that. Okay, so 1 damage to the second lowest, which is either Chrono Ranger or Visionary. Chrono Ranger will take it. Okay, and each healed target is going to deal himself 1 damage. Final Evolution, oh boy. Iron Legacy deals each non-villain target 2 toxic damage. Whenever hero uses a power, Iron Legacy regains 2 HP. We're going to get rid of that pretty quickly. So he hits the 3 highest for 3 each. That will be everybody but Chrono Ranger. Okay, yeah, this'll work. Mind Spike him for 4, close to flipping, and I'll use Mental Divergence to destroy Final Evolution. He still has 2 ongoings out, so he doesn't replace it. Draw a card. Oh yeah, and they all hit themselves for 1, I forgot about that. Except for Kali, because that's prevented. Awesome. Eye on the prize. Hit him for 2. He flips. Bitter End. Reduce damage dealt to Iron Legacy by 1. Okay, good thing we have something countering that. Start of the villain turn, if he has more than 25 HP, he returns to Exacting Justice. The villain ongoing card leaves play. Okay, he still does that. End of the villain turn, he deals 4 melee damage to the highest hero HP target, then regains 4 hit points. Okay, so we have to hit him as fast and hard as we can. It might actually be worth getting rid of that superhuman redirection. We shall see. Draw a card, play a card. Danny Boy, and the question becomes, do I want to play that grenade and use it? I probably do. I think we want to make it so we can deal him as much damage as possible. Okay, Temporal Grenade. Hit him for 1. I'll hit the Snow Shrieker for 1. Destroy Demoralizing Presence. We'll probably just get another one to replace it. Oh no, we get Vigilance. That's much worse. Oh crap. Well, destroy that and draw a card. Oh, here we go. Kali deals a target 2 melee damage. Targets dealt damage this way cannot deal damage until the start of your next turn. Inescapable grab. So 2, flat 2, and cannot deal damage. Good. Of course, he does still hit her with Vigilance, so she takes 3. But now he won't hit nobody else. And then she will go ahead and hit him for 2 radiant damage, heal 1, and draw a card. She's pretty damn useful. Alright, Backfire Hex. Destroy an ongoing card. Takes no damage for it. And we get Demoralization. Oh, we tried. London card for trash into play. Okay, there's none of that, but he can deal a target 1 toxic damage. Boom, draw a card. I need a freaking ritual. Is that a ritual? Okay, that'll get me a ritual. Good. North Spar. Attack Ahab. Wow, this is playing out way differently than I thought it would. Alright, that hits the second lowest for 1. That's Visionary. If this card has no cards beneath it, place the top card of each hero deck beneath it. To literally put them beneath him. In the environment turn, discard a card from beneath this one. Attack Ahab deals the target from that deck with the highest HP X irreducible sonic damage, where X is the number of waypoints in play plus 2. Displaced armory. 2 reducible sonic damage to Chrono Ranger. Okay, could be worse. Speaking of worse, so he plays a card. Deals the hero target no damage. Player with the most cards in hand discards 4 cards. Oh shit, that's Necro. At least he had enough. And then he deals no damage and heals 4. And everybody hits themselves for 1, except for Kali. Right, let's Precognition. Well, I think we're going to end up with an Iron Fist Strike. We'll put that galvanized on the bottom. I'm going to Enlighten Chrono Ranger. Draw a card. Okay, speaking of Chrono Ranger, Terrible Tech Strike to hit him for 2 and 1. And then just doing my job and hit him for 1. And then Danny Boyle let me hit 1 target for 2 fire damage, so I'll hit him for 2. Hey, we got through his healing to below where he was last turn. Okay, I know we're going to be losing some ongoing, so I'm going to play another mutation. Insulating Mucus. Reduce cold, infernal, and toxic damage dealt to Kali by 1. Power. Kali deals 2 non-hero targets 2 toxic damage each. You know what? That sounds actually like a good idea. I'll hit him for 2, and I'll hit Snow Shrieker. Draw a card. Oh yeah, okay, this is her big card, and I just want to make sure you guys see this, because that's probably the most disturbing image I've ever seen on a hero card. But that's like her going full mutated Kali and killing everybody. It's just so creepy, man. Okay, Book of the Dead. Search your deck or trash for a ritual, put it into play or into your hand. Search your deck, shuffle your deck, you may draw a card. I get to search for a ritual, that's good. I think I want Hellfire. Shuffle, draw a card. And then he'll hit Iron Legacy for 1 toxic damage and draw another card. Alright, North Spar. This card is play the top card of the environment deck and destroy this card. If landing site would enter play, instead remove it from the game. This is Demolished Camp. This is one of the waypoints. Yeah, because it's the 3rd waypoint. If the 2nd waypoint is in play, then it doesn't destroy itself. So instead we get Frostbite, Frozen. In the environment card, this deals the 5 non-environment targets the lowest HP, 4 cold damage each, and is destroyed. So that's going to up the Snow Shrieker's damage. Speaking of which, that hits the 2nd lowest, and Iron Legacy is the lowest now. So that's going to hit Necro for 1. And then we discard Visionary's card from under attack Ahab, and he hits her for 2. And then Frostbite hits basically everybody for 4 cold damage. Damn, he's not immune to environment damage. Oh, but she is. Man, Kali's doing real good. Okay, so that's a frozen card in the environment trash. Alright, he does not flip, and he can deal damage. So yeah, Iron Fist Strike. It's the hero target with the highest for, yowza, 4, 5, 6 melee damage. That would be Kali, go figure. Destroy 2 hero ongoing cards. Okay, so she's going to drop her Mucus, and I guess she'll drop Massive Stature as well, even though that's been very helpful. I kind of don't want to lose anybody else's ongoings. Alright, and then he hits the highest for 5. That's Chrono Ranger. Heals 4. Probably take him out this round. Oh boy, that's tough. Oh yeah, and then they all hit themselves for 1. Suggestion. Armored Fortitude on the bottom. Superhuman Redirect on top. Because we're not hitting him for 3s. Okay, so I'm going to use her power to destroy Demoralizing Presence. We get that Superhuman Redirection. So he now redirects 3s. And that's it. Alright, on the prize. Draw a card, play a card. Don't hit him for 3. Play Sudden Contract. Our ultimate target. Chrono Ranger's got a total of +1 against him, so hit him for 2. Second card play. Sudden Contract. Kill on sight on the Snow Shrieker. Hit Iron Legacy for 2. And then, I can't hit him with Danny Boy, because that'll actually do 3 damage. Okay, I will just ping him for 2. And let's see if Kali can finish him off. That lets her use additional powers. I actually am going to skip her play phase, because that'll reduce her damage, and this will increase her damage so that she ends up hitting somebody else. Yeah, so she's just going to finish him off with Adaptive Physiology. 2 damage, actually 2 damage. Boom. Iron Legacy is done for. Necro didn't get to do anything. And Visionary I just picked because she was next on the list, but that was a pretty good team to have against him. That's a lot easier than regular Iron Legacy, I think. Even though he does a crap ton of damage on his flip side, he doesn't heal nearly as much. So, that's Kali. That was a short game like I was hoping it wouldn't be. Let's take a look at the rest of her deck. She's got Bodyguard. So she's got these tasks. When they enter play, you destroy all other tasks, and they do different things. This one you play next to a hero target, you redirect that target's damage to Kali, and then when this is destroyed, that target regains 2 hit points, so she can protect somebody. This is another task, Vendetta. It's basically ultimate target, except without the power usage. Improvised Weapon. Kali deals a target 2 melee damage. 1 target dealt damage this way deals another target 2 melee damage. That's a fun card. Extra Arms, Ongoing Mutation. First time Kali deals damage each turn, you may discard a card. If a card is discarded this way, you may deal that damage to an additional target. That's a really useful card. And the power is draw 2, discard 1. Primordial Acclamation, she's a damage type. At the start of your next turn, Kali is immune to damage of the chosen type, and all damage dealt by Kali is of the chosen type. Play a card, use a power now. World Debris, choose a card in any trash and shuffle it into its appropriate deck. Kali deals a target 4 projectile damage. Really nice. Really nice. Recuperate, Ongoing Task. That is also really disturbing. That was the one that I was saying. It reduces damage dealt to her and reduces damage dealt by her, but she heals. Indurated Carapace. Reduce melee and projectile damage dealt to Kali by 1. Power is Kali deals a target 3 melee damage. Movie Night. Each player draws a card. Each hero target regains a hit point. Tear Open. I love this one. Kali deals a target 2 irreducible melee damage until the start of your next turn. Damage dealt to each target dealt damage this way is irreducible. And note that it says each target, because with Extra Arms, you could potentially deal that to multiple targets. It's a really good move on the designer to realize, oh yeah, I need to have that clause in here. Thunderous Head Crest, reduced lightning, psychic, and sonic damage dealt to Kali by 1. So she can end up with a flat 1 damage reduction, but she has to do it piecemeal, kind of like Omnitron X. Power is discard the top card of non-hero deck. Kali deals each target in that deck's play area 1 sonic damage. Non-Condescent Dermis. Reduce energy, fire, and radiant damage dealt to Kali by 1. Power is Kali deals a non-hero target 1 melee damage. Kali deals a fire damage to each target that dealt damage by Kali this turn. Very interesting card. She's a lot of fun to play. There's maybe like a couple of things that need to be tweaked in her deck, probably just wording issues, and the art looks really nice. It's very stylized. It doesn't look like Sentinels art, but that's fine. I mean, neither does Cauldron art, and I really like her. So please go and check her out, and remember that Tabletop Simulator, the Reaver Sentinels and Cauldron DLC, and Adelphaphage's archives are not licensed greater than games products. Please support the official release. I really hope this video freaking recorded this time, so you get to see the flip.